They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Throwing is Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Penny up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, New York.
Now Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Here's Hardman to return.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, now Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Penny, a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts. That's going to be caught. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And Garrett's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. They're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Well, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL.
There he goes, right side. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 57 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 20-0 now pending the extra point, and this place is jumping.
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? You can also see it. You're seeing people in the stands now, excited, happy, high-fiving each other, and expecting this score to continue to mount.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. And the Jets have got it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Jets.
On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A huge loss on the play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room, no points on the board, not playing well defensively, deflated, and now things may have changed for them.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Second down, here's Hurts.
They set up the screen to Penny. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Flushed out right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Rodgers now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Third and long, he knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start with the option.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
Inside handoff, Penny. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp.
Throwing is Hurts.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Jamie Sherwood there to make the stop.
That was a really nice play. We're able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 19.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time. It was on the clock.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
First and goal, Jets.
Oh, he fakes a spike. And that'll be caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Breece Hall, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hurts.
And it's incomplete. It's still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over.
So it's the Eagles who get the win.